Hey, hello YouTubers. It's a Friday evening about 7 p.m. and Francis is home. Uh, I went out this morning. I went to a buffet, Arden's. They have fish Friday and the food was okay. Okay, I mean, it was a lot of fried fish. I had some scallops and there's a little tiny scallops. And I thought their coconut shrimp was pretty good. And they had some grilled fish. And they had rainbow trout. They had catfish. I didn't try any of the catfish. But they had a lot of fish selections. And I had some clam chowder. It's like New England. It was all white. Had some clams in it. So it was pretty tasty. I had a small bowl of that. And I like their coleslaw. And and I had fried shrimp. So, of all the fish, I like the grilled fillet fish and the fried shrimp or coconut shrimp, the best. I thought it tasted pretty good. Anyway, so much for that. But and then I went out and then I had to go food shopping. The cupboard has been bare for a week. Today's Friday. And I basically kind of ran out of food last weekend, so I've been going out to eat a lot, and but so I had to go. So I did go food shopping, but and then I just got my groceries, and I got on the bus, and I went downtown, switched buses, and then had to take that bus and another bus to get home. So I just came home. It was like a 3-hour tour. I went out about 11. I got back home about 2:15, and right now it's 7 o'clock, so it's like almost 5 hours later. And I was thinking about going out and having a few drinks somewhere, but Francis is tired, and I had to wear I had my green hoodie on, and that light jacket isn't enough. I had like an old leather jacket I put on, and that kept me warm because it's real thick leather, and it's like a biker jacket, except it has a zipper in the front, but the zipper's broke. But anyways, it's got a good lining and heavy leather, and that kept me warm, okay, because I wrapped it around me, and so I didn't get cold out at the bus stop. But it's so cold out. I mean, I was looking at we drove by a clock that has it was like 39 degrees out there today. So it never got over 40 today. I got a thermometer out on the patio. So I came home. I'm cold. I went out Monday. Tuesday it rained all day, so I stayed home. Then Wednesday I went out and had lunch and then a few beers. Thursday, yesterday, was a 10-hour tour just going to see my gender therapist in Orange Park. That's a 7-hour trip just to do that. And then I went somewhere to eat and have a couple of drinks afterwards. Then I came home. But so cold. And the heat was on almost continuously all night long last night. So it's just really cold. It's supposed to warm up Sunday, I think. But wow, I thought it was supposed to warm up to like in the 60s today, but it didn't. It never went over 40. So, I feel bad that I made a video yesterday. I shouldn't even be bitching about the cold. But for some reason, I feel the cold a lot more now, and I never felt this cold before. Even after I eat, I feel cold. I'm in bed, it's like 75 degrees in the apartment, and I got a blanket over me, and I'm still cold. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with my adrenal gland or something. I don't know, but Francis, I just feel cold all the time. So maybe it's the hormones or something. I don't know. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, I never felt like this. And sometimes when I eat, right after I eat, like if I eat rice or some carbohydrate that my body can burn for fuel, I feel warm for a few hours, but then I get cold again. And I'm trying to lose weight. It just seems like, every week another pound goes on. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta stop eating. I wish we'd get some heat. I need to get out and get some more exercise. I've been doing so much walking. Like yesterday, I walked so far. But anyways. So anyways, I had a good meeting with my counselor. We hadn't seen each other since the week before Thanksgiving. We kind of took a break for the holidays. So, it was like I was in there for about 50 minutes and we were chatting and stuff. I shared some frustrations I had. Uh, I really can't talk about a lot of things here in this public video, but there are some frustrations in my life. I am making slow progress, and she complimented me on my looks and how things are going. But I share with her. I says, next month, in a month, it's going to be a year and a half that I've been going to see a counselor. And apart from just getting some HRT, um, like 5 months ago, nothing's really happened. I just feel like, you know, my life really hasn't changed at all. It's like same old stuff over and over. And I just watched a video that Shay put out yesterday. She's saying she's going to take a hiatus. Well, I've been feeling the same way. I mean, I go out to, I go out to eat a couple days a week, and then I'll stop somewhere, just to have a few beers. And, it's like people are curious and they're friendly, but it's almost like they acknowledge you there and they be friendly, but nobody really takes a big interest in you. Not too many, only a few people have ever gone out of their way to give me a ride to even a bus stop or a ride home. There are people at church that have helped me and given me rides home, and I appreciate that. um, so, anyways, and one of my frustrations is, with my medical conditions and the price of good food that I have to eat to maintain my health, all these costs are going up. My supplements, my medications, doctor visits, and there are a lot of costs involved with transition, like hair removal. I mean, I hadn't even checked into that. And then I also talked to my therapist. She gave me a couple of websites that I could probably visit and might be able to get in touch with some other transgender people in the Jacksonville area and maybe get involved in some kind of support group or something, because I really need something. But the thing is, without having a car and I don't go out at night, usually I'm home by dark. And because, the bus that takes me home, the last bus is at like 7 between, it leaves heading this way like before 8 o'clock, 7:48 up on, and it takes about 30 minutes to get here. So, so like then you'd be forced into like paying cab fare to get home, and I can't afford that. So anyways, and I have to operate within a budget, and I also have some debts I've been paying off for 4 or 5 years since became disabled and on a limited income. So it's like, hey, you can only do so much, and I don't have the ability to work full time like some people do and generate income. And basically, I'm retired on Social Security, and that's it. And so I have to rein in on some of my expenses. I can't waste any money. I can't spend a lot of money on this or that. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't buy any furniture, because actually the furniture you see behind me was given to me, you know. So it's you know. So anyways, I don't know. I I don't want to share all my problems. That's not the purpose of this channel. But I really, it's just that I think as transgender people, we go through a lot of loneliness. Um, it's hard for us to even approach people to become friends. And once they are friendly and become friends, you always wonder, are they really going to be my friend? Are they going to stay there with you? It's like, so it's tough. It's tough. We're like between a rock and a hard place. And there are so many more issues than other people. So, I told my therapist that I was going through I was crying a lot and going through a lot of periods of depression and things. And then, and then she even asked me, she says, well, have you thought about committing suicide? And she wasn't suggesting that. She was, sort of like wondering how bad it was. I said, oh, no, 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 it's nothing like that. I just said, I mean, no, I don't think I'd ever do that. But it's just frustrating, like I mentioned to a friend, it's like you're on a treadmill. You're going through all the motions. You're real active. You're doing everything you can to make some progress. But you're on this treadmill and you're really not going anywhere. You're not getting anywhere. So um, it just seems like, but I guess you have to just be patient and wait, because things take a while. And then, the longer you're in this period, like this limbo period, okay, you get closer to the other end of the tunnel, the light gets brighter, and you will probably, things get better. You meet some new people that become your friends, and so that's basically why I kind of backed off on doing YouTube videos. Number one, I really ran out of things to say. I mean, how many times can I talk about going out to eat lunch, stopping at a bar or club, having a few drinks? I mean, it gets kind of redundant after a while. And I do have a cheerful outlook on life, but I mean, things really aren't happening for me. And it would be nice if I had a car, because then I could get around and go different places, and go places at night, and come home late and whatever. But it's like, I've been without a vehicle for over 5 years, and it's a real hindrance when you don't have a car. I had a Honda van before it got repoed due to loss of income. Okay, so it's hard. It really is. And when the weather gets a little warmer, I'm going to buy a bike so I can just get around. But I do plan on moving. This is the end of February, so I got March, April, May, June. I got 4 months left of the lease I'm on right now. Oh, by the way, I did my nails today. It's watercolor is the blue, okay, thumbs and middle finger, and then the other fingers it's Cucamango. So, anyways, I'm wearing a pair of blue. This is like a blue pair of velour slacks. I love velour because it's soft. I don't have any jeans. And then this is sort of like I don't know, a reddish orange t-shirt. So anyways, it's sort of like the Miami Dolphins color. So anyways, gee, 15 minutes. I guess I gotta go. Really didn't say too much, but anyways, If you'd like to comment, please leave a comment, like, subscribe. And if you share some of the frustrations that I do and some of the other transgender people do, hey, please leave a comment, I mean, I'm not, I'd love to get some comments. And I want to think, there's always seems to be like 5 to 10 people that always leave a comment and encourage me or say something funny, you know. And I realize it takes time to do that. And so, anyway, love everybody, gotta go. It's time to leave. 16 minutes. Have a good weekend, everybody. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I might go somewhere if it warms up. Bye.